What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to Work Knife Balance. We have a fun and different video for y'all today. It's not going to be an unboxing and it's not going to be a review, but we'll get into that here in a second. I just want to start off by saying thank you to everyone who has already liked and subscribed to our channel. It is absolutely amazing to see the support from the knife community coming out, just supporting this fun that we're doing here. It's just another collector being able to share his thoughts and opinions. And so I just want to thank everybody for what you've done to really kind of help spark this start and kickstart what we're doing here. But if you haven't, feel free to hit that subscribe button down below or that little logo in the corner. That will subscribe you to our channel so you can see all the content that we continue to make. And we're going to continue to make it because I love doing this and it's fun. So you might as well see it and give me your thoughts and opinions as we move forward with this. But yeah, today I wanted to go over three knives that are in my collection that actually belong to my wife. And these three knives are in my collection, and I guess you could say they're her collection. And they're there because this was the easiest loophole that I found to add knives to my collection without actually having to say they're my knife. And this kind of comes from a conversation I had with one of y'all the other day. You sent me an email and you said, hey, you've got some really cool knives. I'd love if you were to do a review on this one or that one. And we started talking, and then the question was posed, how do you have so many knives? How is your wife okay with this? And honestly, it just came to fruition where one day she said, oh, that's a cool knife. And I said, yeah, let me buy that knife for you. So I bought that knife for her, but it was actually something that would easily be added to my collection. And then since then, when I see knives that I know she will like, or she sees a knife that she likes, it is an easy, quick buy and be like, well, no, that's your knife. I'm just gonna buy it for you right now. And I get away with it a little bit easier that way. Not everyone can take advantage of that loophole, obviously, but I was able to take advantage of that loophole, especially with these three knives, and I absolutely love the fact that now I have these in my collection. So we're just gonna kind of go over these knives that are my wife's knives, because I think these are gonna be knives that, well, this one I know y'all have seen before because we have a video on it, but these are really good knives that I think are gonna be a slimmer, easier carry from my wife's perspective to a female EDC, something that can fit in your purse, something that's a little bit smaller for smaller hands, and something that is nice and easy. Now, keep in mind, my wife is not someone who likes to be on camera, so she will not be really coming on camera or voicing anything today, but we've talked about this, and there's a couple things that she looks for when we look at knives. One is the ease of opening, and so these knives have all, granted, there are a lot of fantastic, really easy to open knives out there, but these knives have all been knives that she's been able to very easily open right out of the box without any sort of play, without any sort of working in period, without any major effort, because she is not a major knife nerd. She is not that. I am that. So she doesn't want to put the effort into learning how to do a couple different openings. She likes to have a back flipper tab and then just have something simple and easy. And these knives offered that. This first one was the Wee Cherith, and we've done a video on this right here. I loved this knife because of the milling pattern, the milling frag pattern, and because of the flamed titanium on it, which gives that tiger striped flame titanium to it. But she loved how slim, how small this knife was, how compact, and how easy it just flipped out right there. She really didn't care too much that it was a limited edition or how many were made or anything like that. It was more so, yes, it looks good, and yes, it's easy to open. And this one is probably going to be, not probably, but this is the most expensive of the three out here. So this one does come with a pretty price point of around, I want to say, this is just ballpark. So if someone wants to throw down in the comments what the actual price is, please by all means do. I want to say this is between 160 to 180. I could be way off on that, but I want to say it's between 160 to 180 for this one right here. It does, as I said, limited edition. This one's 72 of 310, but then it is the CPM 20 CV, as you can see down here. So you're going to get a little bit more premium stuff with this knife that comes with that price point as well. The next one that we're going to move on to is the Civivi Elementum 2. So this one we moved on pretty easily from because the button lock. Now, the first knife we got from my wife was that frame lock over there. And then when the button locks came out, she actually saw one of my button locks that I had and thought, wow, that's even easier. And I don't have to worry about my finger getting in the way. And it drops so simple that I can just let it fall. That was something that she absolutely really enjoyed. And so then we moved on to a really nice, really classic Civivi Elementum. This is the 2 because it's the button lock in the Jade or Natural G10 scales on it right there. So this is a knife that I think is a gateway knife for a lot of people. It has really good lines, a really classic knife. Everyone knows what the Elementum is. If you're even a little bit, if you've got just your 3 initial toes into the water of knife collecting, you pretty much know what the Civivi Elementum is because it's one of those knives that's been around for a while now, and there's hundreds of variations out there. So almost everyone can find something that they love and can really get into about the Civivi Elementum. For our collection, my wife's collection, it was the back flipper, super easy. The button lock made it even more simple, and then the very cute natural G10 handle right here. So just another fantastic knife. I believe these come in at about $60 with the button lock right there, the new ones, but I could be wrong on that as well. Please, by all means, check my facts. Go ahead and put those in the comments when you have me seeing something wrong. I'm okay with you telling me that I said something wrong. It's not going to hurt my feelings by any means. In fact, I like it because then we can get the correct information out there for everyone. I don't edit these videos after the fact because I don't have time to. So when y'all can watch them and give me the correct information, that's even better. It makes my life simple. But yeah, the last one is probably my favorite of the 3, and that is going to be the Civivi Chevalier. And so this is the Civivi Chevalier. It is a sheep's foot blade, which I absolutely love, and she's starting to like a little bit more because it's less pointy, which is very true. And then it is also the button lock. Now this one was a little bit larger than she had thought, but it was something that I thought she would really like because of the button lock and because of the sheep's foot. So I picked this one up for her. Sprung for the Caborscha, I believe that's what it's called. Caborscha wood handles on this one. They do make it in a G10 as well. And she really liked that. It gives a little bit of a softer feel rather than the G10. Not much texturing to it, but it looks fantastic, feels really good, and it is that super ease of opening with a super simple button lock as well. Now, I know she's not going to do much more than that back flipper tab, but if you are so inclined, you can reverse flick that one on the fuller there for this guy. So this is another really fantastic Civivi. These have been out for about a year now, and they are just absolutely beautiful knives with a lot of character to them, and they give a really good profile to that sheep's foot there. It's a fantastic thing that you don't see quite as often. I do get confused between a sheep's foot and a Wharncliffe sometimes. If someone knows the exact difference between a Wharncliffe and a sheep's foot, I think it has something to do with the point or something to do with the elongation of the drop on the front there, maybe. I don't know. Please, by all means, let me know, because that would be another thing to edify just my knife knowledge a little bit more there. But yeah, this one is going to be the Civivi Chevalier. And this one comes in 14C28N. The Elementum was a Nitro V on it. So this is 14C28N, but the Elementum does have that natural G10 with a Nitro V steel. So that's something that's really cool on that one. So yeah, not much else to say about these other than I am super thankful for my wife in allowing me to add these to my collection and for allowing me to use part of her collection to make a video today. So yeah, please let me know if you guys have found any really fantastic knives that you've gifted to people, whether it be a significant other, a partner, spouse, or friends. What's your favorite knife to gift to people? What's the favorite knife that you hand off, or what's something that you give because it has a good sentimental reasoning behind it? So yeah, let me know what y'all are carrying, and as always, we'll see you next time. TTFN.